What's up, folks? Well, good to see you again. And I'm just going to say it. Yeah, there's reptilians and alien grays that inhabit this earth all over the place. It's littered with deep underground bases, mainly Antarctica, and they possess and control people, and they control every organization and structure in the planet, on the planet, including the religious organizations like the Roman Catholic Church. All of it, it's controlled by these beings, okay, that are controlling humanity. And you wonder how easy it is to pull a fast one on humanity every second of the day. They're well orchestrated. They're well coordinated. They're well organized. They're not human. That's what it is. Have a nice day. See y'all later. Seriously, I could have just ended it there. You're welcome. Yeah, you're not crazy. Nothing like that. This is what's really happening here. And you got to open your mind up to understand, like, the poppycock, crazy, magical world of the spiritual realm is not so magical when you understand that they have better technologies than we do, and they operate on frequencies. They're able to control weak-minded people that are not spiritually, anchored. It's that easy. I'm going to get into all that and more today, folks. Please, folks, hit the notification button. Hit the notification button. Like, share, and subscribe. Help me help you. We're going to break through the matrix, and we're going to understand who's really in control. You know, yes, there's a lot of evil humans, but they're controlled. They're controlled. And they take over people in high places like politicians, music artists, actors, and they think they're getting their own ideas when they're really just possessed. And they sold their soul, and they're working for a bigger operation. You can call it Lucifer, whatever you want to call it, okay? But you got to know who your enemy is. You got to know who you're fighting in order to properly fight them. Now, this may sound crazy to some of you. Maybe you want to turn it off. I don't care, whatever. I'm telling you what I know. Venmo, 𝗬𝗏ROD1977, 𝗬𝗏ROD1977. And speaking of evil, I think the Tyler Robinson trial is going to get ready to get started. The Oswald of our day, wink, wink. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was the shooter. Okay, sure. Let the MK Ultra begin. Oh, boy. You got to hand it to Candace Owens. You got to hand it to her, man. She's the one asking questions. She should have been the one married. You know, a lot of people say she's just jealous. She's just jealous. She secretly liked Charlie. I think she loved him like a brother. And I don't agree with her with some of the Iran stuff, but, because I'm saving that little place for, that country in the Middle East for last. But I'm just going to say, she's asking the questions a widow should be asking. All right. 𝗬-ROD1977 is the Venmo. Sometimes you guys like to ask me questions on there. I will answer them, and I appreciate everything. When the lights go out on Amazon, please leave an honest review. Yep, I might be writing another book pretty soon. It could be happening. Everyone's like, oh, just use AI. No, I will not. If I'm going to write a book, I'm going to write it. It's going to come from my noggin. Everything comes from my noggin. All my scripts, everything. I think of it. I put it down on the paper. Hey, yo. They had a Rocky marathon on yesterday. My dad was watching it in the hospital. It was pretty cool. I think the best Rocky is Rocky 3 and 4. Maybe part 4. I don't know. But anyway, I watched them all with my dad in the hospital. It was pretty cool. Also, the Mexican Mix on Amazon. Please leave an honest review. And get your noble gold, folks. If you're not getting gold, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. AI is getting smarter every day, and it runs on silver and gold, by the way. So are the hackers using it. Your bank account, your retirement, your savings, all of it sitting on a server protected by a password AI can hack in seconds. How much of your wealth exists only as a number on a screen? You need something AI can't touch. Noble Gold Investments helps Americans secure physical gold held in your hand or in a tax-advantaged retirement account. NobleGoldInvestments.com. NobleGoldInvestments.com. Get to it now, folks. Like I said, I know Colin Plume and his team. They're awesome. They're really awesome people. I set my ghetto timer. We're ready to get into this. Who are they? Who are they? I think you all like the thumbnail. I think that explains a lot. Now, Why do they do these rituals? Why are they into sex magic? Why into the blood sacrifices? Because the entities love that shit. The Aztecs have been doing it since the beginning of time. Sacrificing virgins, children, whatever, throw it down the steps of the pyramid. This has been going on forever. It's just coming to light right now, but you have to ask yourself why. There you go. There's the eye that controls everything right there. There's the serpent in the garden right there. That's the enemy. David Icke was right. David Icke was right. Got to hand it to him. 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗏𝗃, 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗏𝗃. Please, hey, yo, we got a limited line left. A lot of this stuff's going fast, so make your purchase today. Items are selling out fast. Got a sticker sheet in case you want to put it on your bumper. You want to put it on your little hiney. We got caps. We got coffee mugs. Got the whole 9 yards. Also, Nino'sCorner.tv. We got the Ringside with Nino. Shit. It's coming this Wednesday. This Wednesday's Ringside with Nino. Man, these come fast now. So Ringside with Nino, the 8th, this coming up Wednesday. Live Forever special is still going strong on Nino'sCorner.tv, which means you can go there, pay once, never have to deal with it again. People have really liked the option, so I'm just leaving it up because you'd rather have that. Okay, I get it, and it's cheap. It's really cheap, actually. Nino'sCorner.tv. SG Anon's up right now. Joshua Reed is up right now. Joshua Reed's going to be the next general in the general's tent. So he's coming on at the end of the month. I forgot what day. I think it's like the 28th or something like that. I have to double check. But yeah, Joshua Reed will be the general in the general's tent. So I know a lot of you like Joshua a lot. So he's coming on to, ask him the questions you want, and we'll get into it. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏 will be coming back on. The Ghost is supposed to come on. I might get him on today. Gene Decode, Larry Ballard, and Jim Willie. Jim Willie will be premiering on YouTube tomorrow. I'll put up the unedited version tonight with Jim Willie. I got to remind myself, hey, yo, got to make that, I got to tell myself, you got to do it. All right, so you might want to turn down or turn it up. Here we go, folks. Let's get started on today's show. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Yeah, baby. Let's go. All right. So, it's just everyone's secretive about this, and it's got to stop. Well, the people aren't ready, Nino. The people aren't ready to understand who's really controlling things behind the scenes. Yeah, they are. Because how do you fight an enemy if you don't know who it is? And I know I'm going to look like a fucking weirdo right now, and people are going to say, oh, gosh, here's Nino with this crazy rant. No, what seems crazy today is truth tomorrow. That's what it's been. This is the pattern. This is how things have been happening. So, I was ahead of the ball in 2020 with my viral video, and I'm telling you right now, folks, call it what you want, galactic, spiritual, whatever. There are entities here controlling humanity, farming humanity, hurting humanity, controlling humanity, and getting rid of humanity. And this has been happening for a very, very, very long time. But now we know who you are. We know you operate in frequencies, and you show yourselves from time to time. So let's get into this. Good morning, everyone. And welcome back to the Nino Show. This is the next level of the awakening. This is what I'm calling. This is what people really need to grasp right here. This is the next level. This is where you go, aha, really? Is that why Oprah and Hillary and all them do what they do? And is that why? And I have to say yes. Because once you get that fame, see, they let you get to a certain level, folks. And I know a lot of people that have been approached and didn't sell out. And I also know people that did sell out. They did sell out. And they have to live with that shit the rest of their lives. Oh, no big deal. I got to feed my family, Yeah. This is the next level of the awakening right here. Once you understand this, you will understand why it's not humans trying to end humanity, but something else entirely. And they've been doing this for a very, very long time. How is it possible that politicians, ask yourself this. Now, I want you all to really think about this. How is it possible that politicians, judicial systems, Hollywood, celebrities, pharmaceutical companies, financial systems, and the music industry all work in unison to keep us sick, tired, broke, and defeated? You think that's just the way life is? Wrong. It's not. Okay. All right. So how is it that humans can be so evil and demonic while achieving such impossible coordination and cooperation to achieve these goals? Well, folks, it's because they're not human. Okay. They're not human. If you've been wondering all this time, they're not human at all. They are the farmers, the herders, the ranchers, and the predators of humanity. And they've been doing this since the beginning of time. Today, we're stepping into one of the most controversial and fascinating questions of our time, a topic that sits at the intersection of government secrecy, spirituality, ancient history, and the unknown. And they don't want you to know this. They do not want you to understand this or grasp this. What if the greatest secret in human history isn't about politics, money, or even wars? Today, we're stepping into one of the most controversial and unsettling subjects we've ever explored on Nino's Corner.tv. I've hinted at it, but now we're going to really dig in. Okay? So it's a controversial question that exists at the crossroads of government secrecy, spirituality, intelligence agencies. I don't know, like the men in black that control all of it, by the way. Ancient civilizations, religion, psychology, and the unknown. Because what if the greatest secret in human history isn't about politics at all, or money, or even war? What if it's about who or what has been influencing humanity all along? And if you knew it, you'd be in big trouble. Now, since it's fluff tube, before we begin, let's establish something important. Today's program explores a mixture of documented events, historical accounts, public statements, religious traditions, whistleblower claims, folklore, and theories that remain unverified. I have to say this for fluff tube reasons. We'll distinguish between evidence, allegations, and speculation throughout this discussion, allowing you to decide what deserves your attention. You're all adults here. Remember what I do? I lay it out for you all to play it out. Now, I got to say, this is my opinion. The reason we're having this conversation today is because of something Tucker Carlson recently shared. Love him or hate him, I'm going to share it. According to Tucker, he spoke with someone he described as a very high-ranking government official, someone with access to some of the nation's most closely guarded secrets. Tucker said there was only one subject this individual refused to discuss under any circumstances. His explanation: if I talked about it, they'd kill me, he said. Tucker went on to say the official believed this information could, in his words, could end humanity. Think about that for just one moment. This could end humanity. What, to know who your masters are? What secret could possibly be considered more dangerous than nuclear weapons? Think about that. What could be more dangerous than nuclear weapons? What could be more consequential than artificial intelligence? More closely guarded than advanced military technology? Could it involve unidentified anomalous phenomena? Non-human intelligence? What they want you to believe as aliens? Hidden technologies? Or something far, far stranger? Something that reaches beyond science and into the spiritual realm. Because for thousands of years, civilizations around the world have described unseen intelligences influencing mankind. Every indigenous Indian culture understands this. The ancient Hebrews spoke of fallen angels. Christianity speaks of spiritual warfare, which I talk about all the time. Islam speaks of the jinn. Many indigenous traditions describe entities existing alongside humanity, but outside ordinary perception, our limited five senses. We're literally sheep in the slaughter. We are literally sheep in the slaughter. Today, some researchers use different language. Interdimensional intelligences, ultra-terrestrials, non-human entities, different vocabularies for different things, perhaps describing the same enduring mystery. Then there's another layer to this discussion, okay? One that has fueled books, documentaries, podcasts, and public fascination for decades. Claims that hidden societies, secret societies, or influential figures participate in secret ceremonies, occult symbolism, initiation rites, and other esoteric practices behind closed doors. All the time. All the time. Some commentators have alleged that prominent figures in entertainment, business, politics have participated in occult-inspired rituals or secret societies. These allegations have circulated widely for years, but they remain unverified, and public evidence has not established that such claims are true. They control it all, man. They control it all in order to control what? Your perception, your beliefs. Why do stories like these continue to surface generation after generation after generation after generation? Why? Are they modern myths, psychological projections, intentional disinformation, religious symbolism taken literally? Or are they echoes of traditions that have evolved over centuries? Then we arrive at one of the most controversial ideas of all. For decades, some authors have speculated about alleged reptilian beings, hybrids, or other non-human entities existing alongside humanity. People are crazy? Are they just seeing things? Or are they seeing what you cannot see? Are they seeing the unseen world of these highly advanced beings controlling everything, that figured out a loophole in karma, in universal karma, to control humanity? They say, aha, we have an idea. Let's show them. Let's show them on the back of a dollar bill that we exist. Let's show them through commercials and Hollywood movies that we're really there. But they won't believe it. Recently, Representative Eric Burleson recounted an anecdote in which President Trump allegedly joked during a briefing about supposed alien hybrids living among humans, saying, "You mean like Adam Schiff?" The story has been reported as a joke, not as evidence that such beings exist. Still, why do these ideas keep resurfacing around discussions of UFOs, intelligence agencies, ancient religions, and government secrecy? Coincidence? Cultural mythology, maybe? Or clues pointing towards questions we haven't yet learned how to answer? History has repeatedly shown that yesterday's impossibility can become tomorrow's accepted reality. In fact, I think the last 6 years have proven this to everybody. But history also teaches another lesson. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. So today we're going to separate documented facts from speculation. We'll examine what whistleblowers have actually said. We'll explore why stories involving secret societies, alleged occult practices, possession, interdimensional beings, and non-human intelligence continue to captivate millions of people around the world. Whether you believe these subjects represent misunderstood psychology, ancient symbolism, religious truth, science fiction, or mysteries still waiting to be explained, one thing is certain. You're about to step into one of the most fascinating conversations we've ever had, at least on this channel. And I'm telling you, folks, I know a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people. You've seen my guests, and the consensus is there. I've told you, people have seen videos of these creatures attacking soldiers in Iran. Allegedly. Allegedly. And it's easy to hide from us. I mean, if they can shapeshift and go underground, they just hide right beneath your feet in the depths of hell. Look no further than Philip Schneider. I don't know if you guys have ever researched Philip Schneider, true patriot, by the way, was drilling holes on top of an alien base. He was a geologist and engineer for building for black budget programs. He would build underground bases. And one day they were drilling on top of an alien base right here in good old America. And equipment kept coming up broken and damaged. So he went down there to check it out himself. Story goes, he went down there in like a basket that they lured him down in, and all he had was a little pistol on him. And whoa, lo and behold, what did he see? He saw yellow recruit and he saw Green Beret encamped in prisons down there being held captive with a 7-foot alien gray that waved it over his chest. I know I sound crazy, whatever. Waved his hand over his chest. A blue beam came out, hit Philip Schneider. Bam! He's fried, opened up like a fish. Fingers burnt off, foot burnt off. Brave men, security team that was protecting him, came down, pulled him back into the basket, lured him back up. He lived, spent his whole life sharing this information with the public. So once you know that they're here, they've always been here. They're not just coming to visit for the first time. They've been controlling things. When you start learning that your favorite movie stars, celebrities, they all go to these rituals, man. They go. They want to keep their status. They want to keep being looked up to because it sounds like hell to them to come down from their pedestal and be among the peasants. They don't want to be among the peasants. They want to keep making millions of dollars and being looked up to and ask for an autograph everywhere they go. Shit, they'll even wear dresses on the red carpet. You hear me? Dwayne Johnson. This is what they do because they like the power. It's harder to be a hardworking citizen, do the right fucking thing every day, raise your children, pay your taxes, knowing you're getting fucked, but still have your soul and dignity. You're winning the game. Tucker Carlson says he knows someone very high-ranking in the U.S. government who has access to everything. He says there's only one thing the person said he would never talk about under any circumstances, and he would be killed if he did. He goes, but there's really only one thing I know that I would never tell anybody. And I was like, really? He goes, I would never tell anybody or I'd be killed before I told anybody. I said, well, why? And he goes, because you could end humanity with it. What, knowing that we're slaves? Knowing that we're really in a prison? Maybe we're in an enclosed system, and that's why they push NASA on you so hard to make you believe there's all these unbelievable galaxies, and which I'm not saying there's not, but maybe there's a firmament. Maybe we're enclosed here. We're trapped. Maybe we're fucking trapped. Maybe this is a prison planet. And your controllers don't want you to leave. Maybe their whole plan is to go to war with God. Maybe that's why Elon Musk is firing rockets every day to try to break through the firmament. Maybe that's why they work so hard to fake a moon landing, because they got to keep it out. They got to keep you believing. Because if you knew the truth, you'd end humanity with it. The true revolution. Trump allegedly jokes, though, that there's alien hybrids living among us during a briefing. You know how Trump likes to do things. He kind of jokes, tongue-in-cheek. Names California Dem as an example. It was a close encounter of the Sith kind. President Trump made an out-of-this-world joke when he was allegedly briefed on alien hybrids living among humans. A congressman claimed this week Trump was, during a briefing, told that there are hybrids and that there are hybrids that potentially live among us. That's why abductions happen, folks. They take the sperm of the man or the eggs of a woman and they try to concoct something from Lucifer that can live here among us and get along with us and take over humanity. All right, there you go. Trump's response was, you mean like Adam Schiff? He laughs. I don't know if it's fiction or not, Burleson said, apparently referring to the joke, not the alleged creatures. I could totally believe that he would say something like that. I could totally believe that he would say something like that. As a Golden State Congressman, Schiff, now a senator there, led the first impeachment effort against Trump in 2020. He also served as a House committee investigating the Capitol of January. Trump has not been shy about his distaste for Adam. Oh, there's a lot of stories on this guy. Believe me. Real piece of work this guy is. And then you look at someone like, I don't know, let's talk about Dan Bongino, who looks like his eyes are fucking popping out of his head in every segment. Why? What did he see? What does he know? Why is he so busy protecting that little country in the Middle East? Like his life depends on it. What does he know? What did he see? I mean, have you noticed Kash Patel and Dan Bongino looks like they got nitrogen pumping through the back of their fucking head? What do they know? Well, I'll tell you something you should know. Get skinny. All right. A new survey found that 1 in 3 Americans feel the most self-conscious about their body at the beach. Well, you don't say. More than anywhere else. Summer is here. The trips, the pool days, the photos are already happening. And if you've been eating better, cutting back, generally trying, but cravings keep taking over no matter what, that's not you being weak. Your hunger hormones are working against you. This is why I'm obsessed with GLP-1 Elevate instead of pharmaceutical override. It uses clinically studied plant-based ingredients like 𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗶 to naturally restore my body's own hunger control signals. In clinical studies, it raised GLP-1 levels by 56%. That's a lot. And cut calorie intake by 20%. No prescription, no needle, just quieter cravings, real fullness, and a body I'm actually proud of this summer. Get that beach body you want, folks. To kick off summer, get 51% off. Every order comes with free VIP coaching for life, a 60-day satisfaction guarantee, and free express shipping from subscriptions. Get on it. Get skinny. You only live once. Don't be the fat person. I think I should be more. I got to be politically correct on here. Sorry. Jeez. Dan Bongino goes nuclear on Tucker. So now he's going nuclear on Tucker Carlson. As we all anxiously wait for Tucker to produce, because this is from Dan Bongino. As we all anxiously wait for Tucker to produce a single piece of evidence for any of his psychotic claims, I sense a growing rage amongst his shrinking number of groupies. They must know by now that they've been played. They've invested their time in a circus clown who has backed himself in a corner. So rather than admit they got played, they rage out and claw at their own faces while emptying themselves into their pull-up diapers. I don't know what the hell that even means. It's a sad thing to witness. The doomers and grifters are all being exposed. Here's what I say to Dan Bongino. I like Dan. I've always liked Dan Bongino. I just think you saw something, buddy. You saw something. You know something. You know too much. Something scared you, man. Something scared you. And that's okay, man. You're only human, dude. You're only human. There's a lot of stuff coming, folks, in the next few months. I'm telling you that right now. And I know I've been saying this forever. But more and more shit is going to hit the fan coming into midterms. I'm telling you. And they're waiting for the precise time to pull the levers. Both sides. Not just the good side. Both sides. The hill they're going to die on is going to be midterms. Breaking news, Anthony Weiner laptop details to go public. So allegedly this is supposed to go public. And you know what's in it, right? You all know what's in it. You've heard the stories, the insurance policies with Miss Hillary. All on this laptop. What's going to happen when this comes out? According to a column, the laptop contains evidence so graphic, incriminating, and unfiltered that it could collapse the entire United States government if it was ever made public. Collapse the government. If it was ever made, but what could be in there? Gee, could it be maybe some of the stuff I've been talking about in the beginning of this show? Nah, that's too crazy, man. Could it have rituals? I don't know. So I'm going to give you a purge update. And this is what I'm hearing from the back behind the scenes here. So it's my little update to my audience. Iran is defeated, basically, is what they're telling me. 460 federal judges blocking justice. The deep state is collapsing. This is the final battle. This is it. This is the final battle, what we're going into. Moves are being made to soften the blow on the midterms. Let me take a sip of my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. No, I'm not doing a brand thing. They're not paying me anything. I decided instead of Starbucks, I'm going to drink some Dunkin' Donuts. It's pretty good. On July 4th, 2026, Trump just announced it. Iran completely defeated militarily, but that's not the real story. Contacts inside the Pentagon confirm what's happening. Operation Final Purge, the systematic removal of every deep state operative blocking justice, starting with the federal judges. Now, this is allegedly. I got to say allegedly. Trump announced Iran was completely defeated militarily following recent U.S. and Israeli strikes. Iran's military infrastructure is gone. But this isn't just about Iran. This is about global military realignment. Pentagon sources confirm Iran was coordinating with deep state operatives to block military operations. Iran was funding the judges blocking justice. Iran was coordinating with federal bureaucrats resisting Trump's orders. Iran's defeat means the deep state's international support network is destroyed. More than 460 federal judges ruled against the administration. They're blocking every move Trump makes. But here's where the mainstream media won't tell you. The judges are being now allegedly, I got to say that it's really risky to put this stuff on there. Usually I put this shit on ninoscorner.tv. I'll tell you what, folks. This is very risky for FluffTube. So I'm going to just save this part for .tv and bring it up with the ghost. And I'm going to read this to the ghost, and we're going to go into it in detail on ninoscorner.tv. Because if you guys still want to see my ugly mug on FluffTube, I got to be careful. I can't get careless. Because we're not through. We're still in the thick of it. We're still in it. So I'm going to go on. I'm going to talk about this on .tv. But I'll still talk about the reptilians. Yeah. This I'll talk about with the ghost today. If I talk to ghost today, I'll bring this up. I'm going to be talking. It's a lot here to talk about. All right, well, let's talk about acting DNI. 𝗬𝗂𝗋𝗄 is cleaning house. Dozens of deep state intel officials fired. President Trump's pick is wasting zero time draining the swamp. Acting Director of National Intelligence, 𝗬𝗂𝗋𝗄, just dropped the hammer and axed dozens of entrenched intel bureaucrats. No more business as usual in the shadows. The era of weaponized agencies, leaks, and political hacks is coming to a hard stop right now. This is what real accountability looks like, folks. Trump's team is delivering on the promise to take back our government from the permanent bureaucracy. Fire them all is what I say. So, you know, they're cleaning house right now. Remember, sting operation. Think about that in your mind for a moment. Cleaning house. Like they were cleaning out the underground tunnels first. See, this is operational phases. Oh, man, I'm so serious when I tell you, you know, folks, you got to know your enemy, man. Got to know the spiritual warfare. What they make this sound so hokey pokey and poppycock and, ooh, that's just so woo-woo. Is not. It's not. It's not. Get right in Christ, man. I mean, look, folks, I am a recovering addict. I didn't live a clean life. I was having a lot of fun. I always had a good heart, but I was, you know, who I was for so long. And I can't believe the life I'm living now. Like, who am I right now? I would have never imagined I'd be doing something like this. But you know what? Maybe that's why I was spared. I don't know. Sometimes I almost lost my life again just a couple weeks ago. Had a heart issue. I don't know how much time I got, you know? For me, I want to do what's right and expose everything, make life for everyone's kids a little easier. And the only way you do that, if I trained for a boxing fight and I never knew who I was fighting, it'd be pointless. I got to know who I'm fighting so I can prepare correctly. If we don't know who we're fighting, we cannot prepare correctly to go after these sons of bitches and slay them because we can. And I believe that to be Jesus Christ. That's my, you know, I bring different people on here, astrologers and this and that and predictions and psychics, because I think it's all entertaining. But me personally, I believe in Jesus Christ. I gave my life to Jesus Christ. I was baptized. Now, do I go to church? No. Do I go to Bible study? No. That's my fault. I probably should. But I'm just so consumed with so much shit that I'm juggling fire right now. I'm juggling fire. And, you know, I know I'm an infant when it comes to the Bible. You know, I can't say a verse to you that I've memorized. I can't. But I'll tell you what, I feel God. I feel him, and that's good enough for me. Let's talk about diarrhea for a second. You guys heard about this? Yeah. Diarrhea, an outbreak involving parasitic infection called, I don't know how to say that word, 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗹 is, quote, large and growing in Michigan, where more than 300 cases have been confirmed, and the CDC is monitoring cases in 17 other states. Explosive diarrhea. There have been 145 more cases in the U.S. across 17 states with 20 hospitalizations. Oh, boy. At least they can make it to the hospital, right? This disease is a microscopic parasite. It spreads via contaminated food or water, often by fresh produce. They're all buying fresh produce like cilantro. I love cilantro, basil, raspberries, snow peas, or leafy greens. Main symptoms: severe, watery, and sometimes explosive diarrhea. Others: loss of appetite, weight loss. Well, there's a way to lose weight. You want to lose weight? Yeah, you don't have to use Trimonino. Just get this virus. Others: loss of appetite, weight loss, stomach cramps, bloating and gas, nausea, fatigue, low-grade fever, body aches. If you want to lose some weight, you can always just catch this. Oh, this diet works. Whatever this bacteria is, this virus, wow, Betty, it's got me shitting all over the place. Paul Pelosi and hit and run in Napa Valley, authorities say. Los Angeles, the husband of this guy it just keeps happening to this guy, right? Do you guys believe in karma? I'm sure you do, right? A lot of you do. The husband of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was involved in a hit and run in California that left a parked car with major damage, authorities said Saturday, and he could face misdemeanor charges. Misdemeanor charges. Paul Pelosi was driving his brown convertible Friday in Yountville, a town in the heart of wine country, when he struck a legally parked car on the side of the road. Briefly stopped and then drove away. He drove away. The Napa County Sheriff's Office said in a statement, no injuries were reported. So this guy's a big drinker. He's probably got a lot of it on his consciousness, just guilt, eating at his soul, eating at his brain. You know, probably been to a few rituals. Who knows? A witness saw the collision and called 911. Shortly afterwards, sheriff deputies found Pelosi with damage to the front of his car on a road roughly a quarter mile away. He reportedly told officers he knew he hit something, but was not sure when or what caused the damage. Kind of like when you hit that guy with a hammer. How'd you get off that shit? You know, how are you still driving around? Oh, that's right. That's right, because you're in with them. You're in with them. Man, I'm on one today, folks, man. I'm so angry. And it's time we just say what it is. And I keep getting told that you don't want to say that. You'll scare your audience. They won't believe you. You'll be that guy. You'll sound like a conspiracy nut. You'll be like David Icke. I don't give a shit. If you don't know who your enemy is, you don't know who to fight. And if you don't, when you see these people telling you what to do, who to believe, giving them their opinions on the news, just know they're all being told from a much higher power up here what to say, what to do, and how to control you. And they're all owned by the same people, from CNN to Fox. It's the same people taking orders from the same entities. They all go to the same parties. But divide and conquer, man. Divide and conquer. That's what this is. It's divide and conquer. Have you all believe that it's the right versus the left, the red versus the blue, Pepsi and Coke, when it's so much more than that? God, it's brilliant, man. If you really think about it, this whole thing has been brilliant. And we, by the time we figure it out, really, most of us, we're in our older age, and then we go, fuck, man, I'm already 80. Or you get to a point where you realize, fuck, I never figured it out. Let's get to some super chat. Sorry, I get pretty passionate. Alex, am I doing all right?
Doing great today, Nino, man. You're on a roll, man. This is a good show.
Yeah.
We got a big audience today too. Thanks for joining us, everybody. From
thanks. If you're new here, welcome to the Black Sheep family. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you, me and Alex. It's like we're here with open arms. Come on in, subscribe to the channel, and welcome to the family. We don't pull any punches. Kelly Paneski 576, thank you very much. Dennis Ray, God bless the Black Sheep family. God bless you. I'll see you guys on ninoscorner.tv. ninoscorner.tv for the Ringside with Nino. Wednesday the 8th, 5 p.m. Remember that. Let's get to the next one. Mario to the point 7. Super sticker. Thank you so much. Kelly Paneski 576 super sticker. Hey, yo. Thank you. A lot of you that are new here, thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have new people watching, especially if you're liberal. Hey. The interview with James Gilliland was great. Yeah, he's awesome. I always mess up on his last name. Gilliland. I think at Gilligan's Island. I want to say Gilligan. James Gilligan. Oh boy, I better not say that because then I'm just gonna keep saying that and I'll never learn. And Susan Shat, 662. Today's show may go viral. You're spot on. Be aware of your surroundings. Maybe, maybe not. Thank you. Be aware of your surroundings. Thank you, Nino. Very interesting show, Mr. Storm Surge. Yeah, well, it's time people know. It's just, I always get told, you don't want to say this, you don't want to say that. No, you'll scare people. You don't want people to know the truth. Greg Meyer, 8011, thank you. Kelly Panetsky's 576, thank you. Bernard Gallard, 6277, thank you so much, Bernard. Suitcase to you. Dan looks freaked out big time. What did you hear or see? What did he hear or see? Look at his eyes. They're so bulged out. They look freaked out. Yeah. Like it looks like someone's pumping nitrogen in the back of his head. Like his head's going to take off like a fucking helium balloon. Kelly Ray, 1982. Love you, Big Nino. Love you too. Titanium 4K. We are here to love, listen, learn, serve, and discern in divine alignment with the infinite all. I thought it said infinite AI. That's something a reptilian would say. Okay. All right. 𝗧𝗰𝗶𝗹 super sticker. Thank you so much. Future Miracles 7up8. Yo, thank you. Hey, yo. All right, let's get into some what the fuck news. If you're new here, you know that I do this. Well, you don't know that I do this, but I found this to be very interesting, to say the least. In what the fuck news, a psychiatrist at Johns Hopkins studied people who claim to speak with God. All right, this is pretty interesting. So what he found in their brain scans left even seasoned scientists in quite disbelief. His name was Dr. Andrew Newberg, a scientist, not religious. He had one question that what happens inside the brain during prayer. So he wanted to see how the brain reacts when people are praying or in meditational prayer. He expected nothing unusual, just neurons firing, thoughts forming, nothing more than that. He was wrong. During deep prayer, the brain did something unexpected. The part responsible for self-awareness went quiet, like a switch just turned off. And when that happens, the boundary between you and everything else disappears. You no longer feel separate, not from people, not from the world, not from something greater. He called it absolutely unitary being, not just a feeling of measurable state in the brain, that it becomes one. It's becoming one with source. But that wasn't what was the shocking part. The brains of the people who prayed regularly looked physically different. And that's why I'm ending the show with this, by the way. Stronger connections, lower stress, healthier patterns. Even the brain's fear center, the amygdala, became less active. I think I said that right. Ancient traditions always knew this. They always knew this. So this is the end of the show, and this is what I'm giving you. Your protection. Ancient traditions always knew this. Here's the simple truth. When you pray, your brain stops treating you as alone. It starts treating you as connected, and has been supported by laboratory studies. You become part of something vast. He spent 30 years trying to prove it was all just in the mind. Instead, he found it was changing the mind all along. Maybe it was never empty after all. Now, I say this because I just came out with all this scary stuff about reptilians and spiritual warfare and who's they and rituals and all this. When all you got to do is pray. That's it. Just pray. Put your armor of God on and pray. Folks, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Anyone new, please like, share, subscribe. God bless all of you. Maybe I need to start going to church a little more often. I don't know. All right, folks, I'm out. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting, and the black sheep of broadcasting, folks. Peace.